And I know this is pretty esoteric, what I was saying. I just wanted to say that it's based off of my own experience, but as well on the physics that I'm writing. I'm not just kind of coming up with that stuff.
Hi, Nassim, it's Stephen. Really love your work.
Thank you.
I think you've actually touched on the question that I was going to ask, and I've been involved in remote viewing for the last few years. So I was wanting to get your terminology of where the information has come from, and I think you've sort of pointed it out with this spiral chain here. But just like to get your terminology on it, because I'm trying to present it through sometimes through your words.
Yes, so you mean my terminology for how remote viewing works?
Yes, but also I guess where we are finding that information, that matrix information, where you see it is. And I think you've sort of covered it before there, but I'd just like your take on that.
Right, so basically, since all information is embedded on the structure of space-time, almost literally like a hard drive, is embedded with information bits. And this is supported, by the way, by the phantom DNA issue, where you can take a measurement on DNA in a spectral analysis device, remove the strand, close the machine, take another reading, and it's like the strand is still in there. Now, this technology is actually bouncing photons off the physical object. So now you're bouncing photon off an imprint in the structure of space-time. And if you look at the data, you find that this effect fades away after a few hours. It only fades away because the machine is moving away from the coordinates in space-time where the information is. You see? Now, so all information is present, and because it's present in the context of the vacuum structure, which is singular to the center of all systems, right? Because the singularity, or the eye of the hurricane, is the hole in the torus, isn't it? And the hole is the vacuum. So the vacuum is connected to the center of all things. So through your center, you have access to the information of all things. The whole hard drive of the universal information network. Now, you have some restrictions in terms of psychic capability. Those restrictions have to do with scale relationships. There is specific scale relationships that cannot be violated. For instance, as a psychic or a remote viewer, you can more easily retrieve information from the vacuum, from the morphogenetic field of our planet. Right? And if you try to retrieve information from the vacuum, from the morphogenetic field of an alien planet in another galaxy, you could get the information of an alien planet in another galaxy, but in order to do that, you would have to go through the Earth singularity, through the Sun singularity, through the center of the galaxy singularity, from the center of the galaxy to the center of the other galaxy you're trying to retrieve the information to the center of the star, to the center of that planet, and then that morphogenetic field.
that makes a little bit of sense of how questions are tasked about moving and getting to a particular point.
Right.
Very interesting.
There's a specific pathway to go through the system.
Yeah.
So, but in the local morphogenic field, it's most easily accessible. And it's through your singularity that you can access it. And that's why the best psychics and the best remote viewers are the guys that or the girls that are able to go to their stillness most deeply and stay there and be solid in that. And so that's why practice is crucial, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. I'll be able to explain it within this framework. I appreciate it.
Right. So you can remote view any place because every place is imprinting information on the structure of space-time. And you can remove view any time because all of the information is still imprinted